When you get above 40 years old, it seems that even 4 to 6 weeks of sitting on your ass and not doing cardio exercises can completely ruin your VO2 max. This is what happened to me. I got to pretty extreme levels of around 60 in September of this year. Then a bit of the autumn was actually more sedentary, and then I returned to running zone 4s again in late October, and then I reverted back from 48 or something to around 54. And I kept running only zone 4s because I realized that it's less stressful on the joints and you get a lot more benefits than doing zone 2, especially since I can do zone 2 on the rowing machine and on the bike. But it's really difficult for me to row as hard as to get over 161 BPMs. So running is the best and only way for me to get to zone 4. So I kept running all throughout December. Then I did a couple runs early January, and one of them was my fastest 5K yet, finally getting under 25 minutes with like 24.5 or something like that. Not a huge win, but still a win. And at that time my VO2 max was 54, and just to remind you, I'm 43 years old. But then I caught some kind of a flu-like virus, or maybe just a common cold, but it was with me for 2 weeks. No fever, no shaking, no muscle pains, but I did get a sore throat and yeah, a lot of sneezing. Then I returned from southern France into lovely Poland, and well, minus 15 degrees Celsius winter happened, which means basically I can't really go outside for too long because it's just unsustainable. So I decided to just do zone 2s in that time, and not a lot of them because I was sick for the first 2 weeks and then kind of lazy for the rest of the time. So I was doing a little bit of rowing, a little bit of cycling, but it had a negative effect on my VO2 max. So now basically I need to revert it back, I need to rebound. The weather outside is not inviting, to say the least, because it's snowing, but at least it's close to 0 degrees. So starting today, I'm gonna do another run in zone 4. I'm trying to keep at least 20 minutes of zone 4 in those runs. And the idea is to start running those faster pace every other day, and then between those days I do my regular strength training, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of rowing or cycling in zone 2 just as a little exercise that's not really affecting recovery. So I'm gonna return in a month, hopefully with a completely reversed trend, because it's painful to see that if you worked for something so hard and then you see it completely decline with just 6 weeks of inactivity. But that also means that if you're above 40, you really need to add in those hours. You really need to add the time, put in the time, because otherwise it's just gonna go down super fast. And I don't think it should go down as fast if you're 30 or 20. I think it's mostly age related. You just decline much faster, so you really need to push that much harder. So yeah, going for a run right now, and in that weather, I hope I can keep a steady pace. And then I'll come back to you with results. Because I don't think 40 is that old. I'm still very fit and very capable. I just need to put that routine into action and then stick to it. Because 6 weeks off apparently completely wrecks your VO2 max. So back on track.